NPA. Reports say that former President Jacob Zuma has refused to be examined by the National Prosecuting Authority appointed doctors. Joining us now to confirm the reports is the former president's spokesperson, Mr. Mzwanele Manyi. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Manyi. If you could give us an update as to where you are regarding this particular case. You'll remember that the last we heard, the former President Jacob Zuma's lawyers agreed to the courts to have the former president examined by lawyers appointed by the NPA. There seems to be a bit of an about turn regarding this. What is the latest?
Yeah, let me clarify this. The arrangement was that there was going to be a medical report, firstly, greetings to all your viewers. The arrangement was that there was going to be a medical report that would be submitted to court, which the legal team of His Excellency President Zuma agreed to. Now that has since happened, as in on Friday or so. So the court now is seized with this report. We still haven't heard what is the attitude of the teams from both sides in terms of what the medical report is saying. So I'm surprised that we are now engaged in this whole hula baloo of NPA being refused to examine President Zuma. When did this actually arise now? Because, I mean, even if you look at the order itself, it says, if necessary. In our view as a foundation, we're not even at that stage. We need to get a pronouncement, first and foremost, of what has been said in that report, which I haven't seen. That report has been sent to the court, and I'm sure the NPA has got that report as it were as well. Now, why is that report not sufficient to deal with the matter at hand? Why is it that it's necessary to get a second opinion or whatever? At which point has the NPA articulated its attitude on this report? So as far as we are sitting right now as a foundation, in fact, even as President Zuma, we're waiting for the legal teams on both sides to articulate their attitude on this report. So the stories about refusals and all of that are way premature. We're not even there yet. Have you, as Newzroom, heard what is the attitude of NPA on the medical report? Have you?
So is your standpoint then as the foundation that of saying the medical report was submitted on Friday, let's ventilate the contents of that report, and if necessary, as you say, then after discussing the details of that report and finding out where the loopholes are or whatever questions the state may have, only at that instance should it then, if at all, become necessary to get another second opinion. Are you, as a foundation, saying that not enough attention has been submitted to the report that was initially submitted for the state to come back and say that there needs to be another examination?
Let me rephrase what you've just said. What we are saying is that let's follow the court order as per the court order. The court order was that there would be a medical report submitted, and that has been done. And then the court order also said, if necessary, there will be this other appointment, as it were. Now, we have not heard the case of if necessary. And I think, beg your pardon, I think if anybody has to make a case of if necessary, it's the NPA. Because that report that is there should be sufficient for the court to make a decision whether President Zuma should be in court or not in court. So that bridge has not been crossed. We are sitting here. We don't have a pronouncement from the court that says President Zuma can't make it because of ill health or can make it because despite ill health he can. We still don't know this. So why are we now on the...
Perhaps a good place to start, Mr. Manyi, is to ask whether or not you have received any sort of correspondence from the courts requesting former President Jacob Zuma to undergo further examination. Have you, or has the President and his legal attorneys actually received correspondence to that nature?
No, look, this thing was done and dusted on the 10th of August. 10th of August, there was an undertaking to say that by 20th of August, there must be a medical report submitted. And then somewhere on the 15th of August came a statement from Correctional Services indicating a procedure of some 14th of August. So therefore the 20th would be delayed because of that procedure. So we've passed that point now. We're now at a point where the report has now been submitted. On the phone, the lines keep coming and interrupting here. The report has now been submitted. We're now waiting for the court to pronounce which way forward following the submission of the report. That's where we are now. Sorry. So for South Africa now to be seized with some hula baloo of NPA doctors jumping up and down trying to examine President Zuma, why?
Have you received that official request, Mr. Manyi? Has the former president received the request for the state to examine him?
I'm not aware.
Unfortunately, Mr. Manyi, not a good connection there at all. We apologize for the quality of that connection. We certainly will be keeping abreast of that story. It is a developing story. Mr. Manyi or representatives from the former president will get in touch with them throughout the course of the day right here on Newzroom Afrika, channel 405, to move that particular story forward.